Yeah, that one. That's a cat toy.
Stop playing with your food.
No.
I think she got the hint, John.
She hasn't really picked up that skill yet.
She falls into things all the time. Slips,
Yeah,
falls.
little dogs are clumsy. That's why we keep them. They're funny. They're like monkeys.
JR
It's
off.
her mother's child.
And welcome everybody to High Class Geek News, where we don't report the news, we just tell you what we think about it. I'm your friendly neighborhood geekazoid, Evan Ransom. With me today is the angry monkey himself in Amish gear, John Little.
Verily, brother, verily. Shall we go churn the butter and raise the barn after the pot? Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to be on this. Don't tell the elders. Just don't tell the elders.
You ever see that movie,
I'm on
Kingpin?
Broom Street. Yes.
And finally back after being gone from us for over a month, giving us that much less of a couple to pick on, is, hold on, I really should have downloaded the Google effects later.
God.
Live and learn.
Yep. And reintroducing for the first time in over a month, everybody's favorite geek couple, Jinxie!
Oh, wow.
Hey!
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's not the one I was going for. Oh, well.
Wait a minute, Evan, before you do anything, I have...
Why did you have to download the damn thing?
Wait a minute, Evan, before you do anything else, I have to say this.
You can download it.
No. I have to say this. Everyone shut up. It's very important. Because I want to know when the next Muppet Penis sex party is on Uranus.
Last one got canceled because of diarrhea.
Cha-cha-cha.
Oh, it's great to have you guys back.
We're glad to be back. Holy
Good times.
crap.
It's good to come back and just, good classy times.
See,
Hey, look.
a couple of times we had Rabbit, but it's really weird when he does the female bit too.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, that sock puppet just kept looking nastier and nastier with every episode.
I don't
Oh, no.
think he was doing it for us.
Hey, look, if every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs.
You gotta quote that? Okay.
Tonight's episode, so long and thanks for all the Cigs. Who wants to guess what our main story is?
Ooh, I know. Ooh, pick me.
Oh.
I know.
Amish guy in the middle.
For the block, right? Because fuck Paul Lynn.
Who?
It,
Anyway.
wow.
All the squares.
Never mind, Evan. Just never mind. Just move on. Forget I even said anything. You've killed my joke.
That's what I do, John. That's
And
what I
circle
do.
gets the square. Circle gets the square.
Our main story,
Yeah.
after months of guessing, speculation, back and forth rumors, it has been officially confirmed. Constantine has been canceled!
I knew you were so happy about it. Oh my god.
Yes,
I-
I am! The fucking show is gone!
Friends.
Gone! Somewhere
What
out
if it
there's
might-
like a bunch of Save Constantine people who are like, you fucking asshole, you're not a fan. I'm like, fuck you! I've been reading John Constantine my entire goddamn fucking adulthood. I know that character far better than the people who worked on that show did. I do not accept subpar television.
Now, let me state the real reason why we're so excited is because now we don't have to listen to Evan bitch about it
Yeah,
anymore.
It's all over.
Because
It's all
I've
over.
listened. No, because you guys don't know.
His name right.
You don't know?
You guys don't know the
some of
amount of
it.
shit. No, you don't know the amount of shit that I've had to listen to since the movie came out. Not even including the show, just the movie, and then we had the show, and it doubled, and I started to go insane. Moving on.
John Constantine would be proud.
I'm more interested in making Phil Hicks proud.
Though I do like how people are apparently wanting Netflix to pick it back up, because the good thing about if they actually do that is he'll be able to smoke an appropriate amount of smoking. Seriously, this friggin' chain smoking alone. Why network television? Why the fuck does somebody think, hey, let's take this adult comic about a chain smoker and put it on network television? So, moving on.
Exactly.
For film, coming out in theaters this week, the movie John has been waiting for all year, Pitch Perfect 2.
I love Fat Amy, I won't lie.
Oh, Rebel Wilson?
Hell
As
yeah.
well as Where Hope Grows and some middling little independent flick called Mad Max Fury Road that I'm sure nobody's interested in.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, you have no idea, dude. Oh,
It's a lovely day.
teaser, I get like
I
this
just
mad man rage boner.
I just want to give him a towel every time he sees a preview for it.
I'm serious. I can't wait to go see it.
Okay, I'm just going to say this now. When y'all go see it in the theater, Pixie, if you touch his gear shift, I will be mad.
Trust me.
Hey, John, did you see the thing where the director, George Miller, apparently he got a lot of comic book artists to work on the storyboards for some of the movie, and they wound up just doing like their own like little pinup pictures of it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's awesome. This is some pedigree. We're talking like Jim Lee, Nicholas Scott. So, like some of my favorite comic book artists worked on these. They are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite one was
I
the
know.
Nicholas Scott one.
Some of the cars don't make much sense to me, but then again, it is Mad Max, so what do I know?
I remember it being pointed out to me that because of the direction that vehicles are going towards these days, you can't really do the old school Mad Max anymore in a lot of ways because we're going away from diesel and all that. But anywho, coming out on home video, Black Hat.
Huh?
What?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
This was not planned. This is just how we dressed for this. But yeah, Black Hat, that weird movie where Thor is a hacker and proves that maybe Michael Mann should just retire. The Academy Award-winning Still Alice, where we get to watch Julianne Moore break our hearts without getting naked. You never know.
Then I'm not interested.
Mordecai, where Johnny Depp breaks our hearts by doing another movie that belongs in a January release. These Final Hours, The Sleepwalker, the Jurassic Park collection, which will in about 6 months be revised to include the new Jurassic Park movie, Extraterrestrial, and this one I had to look up, but technically this counts as a movie, Batman Unlimited Animal Instincts.
Wait,
This
what?
is a straight-to-DVD animated movie based off of a Mattel toy line,
Okay.
where he's got to fight all the animal-themed characters from his rogues gallery while teaming up with other superheroes, because this thing exists literally to sell toys. It's like the 80s all over again.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to harken back to my father on that one. That's a lot like stropping a rockin' onion on a hog. You get your bacon faster, but it just don't make much sense.
Speaking of the DC Universe, in our first look department, we got our first look ever at Will Smith as Deadshot wearing the mask. I am happy.
I don't think it's that bad, actually.
It looks like it does in the comic. I'm happy.
I'm actually happy with pretty much every costume I've seen so far. I'm a little janky about the whole tattoos thing with Joker, but by the same token, I'm willing to let it slide and see how it goes.
The more I look at it, the more I like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and we haven't even got a chance to listen to her speak or like in action yet. I just love this look. I just like how you look at that first cast picture, and there's all of them in these serious poses, looking like all testosterone filled, and there's her like. Also, thanks to Entertainment Weekly, we got our first look, finally, at the Hateful Eight.
Yes.
Yes.
And now that I've read the article and have an idea what that movie's going to be about, I am so excited for this movie.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be awesome. It does kind of, for me, it harkens back to another movie that Tarantino was a producer and had a bit part in called Sukiyaki Western Django.
Django, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not that.
No, I know it's not.
I mean, when I say, in this case, it's not that. I mean, this is like the lowest budget film he's done in a long time because it takes place almost entirely in one location, and it's basically kind of like, for lack of a better way to put it, it's the Magnificent Seven meets the X-Man Comet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kurt Russell sporting some fantastic facial hair.
Good to see old Kurt back on the stage wagon. We're glad to have him.
And Jennifer Jason Leigh. I did not see that coming. Sporting a shiner. Considering that I only know her as that girl who stupidly got herself knocked up in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, this should be interesting. And finally, after 3 whole movies, a picture has confirmed it. James McAvoy is finally shaving that scalp to play Xavier.
Yeah. It's all gonna happen.
He's still no Picard, but we'll take what we can get.
Dude, he is a fantastic young Xavier, and you know it. Don't act like you weren't as entertained as I was watching him flirt with women in the 60s.
Yeah.
I just want to know how many times he used that power of his to his advantage.
You got a groovy mutation.
You've had 19 orgasms. Wait. 20.
You know he uses his psychic powers in the bedroom.
He'd be a fool not to.
What, he tricks her into thinking it has been an hour spent and that she's been completely satisfied, and he's just basically spent about 20 seconds. Pretty good trick.
He's probably the first person ever who would say I have a headache after he got laid.
I love how Pixie just rolls her eyes at this.
Yeah, right. She's the one who gets her orgasms from a bunch of finger muppets. Nose is further.
I swear, Evan, eventually Pixie's going to drive up to Raleigh and whoop your goddamn ass, and I'm not going to stop her. Pixie, message me after the podcast. I'll give you his address.
Okay.
John, you and I both know that's not going to happen until you're down here so you can videotape it.
Pretty much.
No. I have people in Raleigh willing to videotape it for me.
And speaking of really dumb things being recorded, our trailer, the only trailer we got that seemed to be worth anything this week, was the first look at the movie Absolutely Anything.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh, you sound excited. Tell us what it is. Tell us what it is. Go ahead. Come on, Jay. You get to introduce it. Go ahead.
What, about absolutely everything? I mean, one,
Yes.
Monty Python comes back to basically forecast a movie with Simon Pegg, writing, directing. I mean, it's just,
I can't
oh my God.
wait.
Oh my God. What more is there to be said or needs to be said? It's genius.
Yeah, you just said Simon Pegg and Monty Python. If we needed any more geek cred,
Not
There's-
really.
No.
Well, we could bring in the casts of the young ones and Red Dwarf to really sell it.
Speaking of cast, we got a Pennywise.
Yeah. I'm not sure about this.
Well, I like the director. He did an excellent job with the first season of True Detective. But our Pennywise is a guy named Will Poulter. Now, he's young, looking to me. I will admit, he looks creepy without the clown makeup in a very, hey kids, come to my band sort of way.
The roles
this rag
he
smell like chloroform.
usually like an outcast or like a weird guy, or he's always that kind of like shuffle character.
In his defense, he has to follow up Tim Curry, which you just can't do.
Them are some big clown shoes to fill. Now, granted, I'm not going to sit here and argue that it was a phenomenal movie. It wasn't. Now, Tim Curry as Pennywise was phenomenal. It was like John Leguizamo saved the movie Spawn as a clown. Tim Curry saved it as a clown.
Well, it should have been a
Send in the clowns. Anyway,
but if you're only faking, laugh, clown, laugh.
Also in casting news, normally we tell you casts being added to films. This time we're telling you about a cast member being taken away. Hugh Jackman has confirmed that he's got one more solo Wolverine movie after X-Men Apocalypse, and then he's done. After 16 years, he will stop playing Wolverine.
Right.
Yep.
Then we can finally get the man we've always needed, Glenn Danzig.
Really? Really?
Who do you think the character Wolverine's fucking based on?
He's actually not based off of anyone.
Glenn Danzig.
I know the history of that character.
I saw the interview, and I thought it was interesting that he said that, I'm curious to see who Marvel decides to choose to play the younger version of Wolverine. Because that's the whole idea.
Well, Marvel doesn't have a say, sadly. 20th Century Fox holds the X-Men rights, and it's been making them so much money that they hold it with an iron fist.
Well, I'm curious to see who they get to replace him, because that's how they're trying to do everything, transition everybody up.
There's only one clear choice to play young Wolverine. Well, young Logan. There's only one.
Who?
Dean. Jensen motherfucking Ankles.
Oh God, I would watch that.
You know you would. And we can bring, and we can bring Jared Padalecki in as Cyclops, and it works.
Well, we already have a Cyclops, both young and old.
But we need a better one.
No, we don't. We need to give James Marsden a chance to actually play the role. He got better with every X-Men movie he was in, and he got progressively less and less screen time with each movie.
That's why he got better.
This scene was one of the few good things about X-Men Last Stand. I was like, oh my God, he's killing it! He is playing this incredibly crushed character perfectly! And then they literally kill him, and we don't see him again for the rest of the movie. Bryan Singer had to do Days of Future Past to fix that bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Moving on.
Yeah. And finally, here's a long one. Well, this isn't finally for casting anyway. We have the complete cast list for Captain America Civil War. Some of these are obvious. Some of these we've mentioned before in previous episodes. But I'm giving you the whole shebang so you get the full scope of this. Is essentially Avengers 2.5. Let's get that out of the way right now. This is the next Avengers movie. They'll just focus on Cap more than the rest, I guess. Chris Evans as Steve Rogers, Captain America. Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Iron Man. Scarlett Johansson's coming back as Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow. Yes, Sebastian Stan will be back as the Winter Soldier, which we wonder what his role will be by the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. Anthony Mackie returns as the Falcon. If you've seen Avengers: Age of Ultron, you can see where some of this cast is going already. Paul Bettany as the Vision, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, Don Cheadle as War Machine, Elizabeth Olsen. Sorry, the more I watch that movie, the more I find her sexy. Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch. And this is this is where we start getting impressive and interesting. This will be Paul Rudd's second appearance as Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
My guess is fulfilling the Spider-Man role for that he played in Civil War. Chadwick Boseman will make his first appearance as T'Challa, also known as the Black Panther.
Right.
Emily Van Camp will be returning from Winter Soldier as Sharon Carter, or as S.H.I.E.L.D. fans know her, Agent 13. We know she's important. This one makes me happy. And this isn't even the thing that makes me the happiest in this casting, but just Daniel Bruhl is in it. It's not him, although I do like Daniel Bruhl, I think he's an excellent actor, it's not him being in the movie that makes me happy. It's who he's playing. I've waited 3 Captain America movies to be able to say this. Daniel Bruhl is playing Baron Helmut Zemo.
Oh, God.
Baron Zemo. Frank Grillo will be returning as Crossbones. You may remember he got disfigured in the last movie. Finally, since 2008, William Hurt is back as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I have been waiting to hear this news about a Marvel movie since they cast Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. They haven't revealed who he's playing yet, but they have confirmed that Captain America Civil War will be the official Marvel Cinematic Universe debut of Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman. Absolutely.
For those of you who are keeping track, Clara Oswald was in Captain America Winter Soldier. We had Amy Pond as a villain in Guardians of the Galaxy. We had the 9th Doctor as an evil elf in Thor the Dark World. We got the 10th Doctor, who will be playing the Purple Man, the creepiest villain Stan Lee ever created, in a.k.a. Jessica Jones. Sherlock Holmes is Doctor Strange, and Martin Freeman is in an undisclosed role, Dr. John Watson himself in Captain America Civil War. And you know who I'm hoping he's playing, John?
Who?
I want him to be Peter Gyrick.
That would be a good one for him.
Which, for those who don't know, Peter Gyrick was the biggest fucking dick and douchebag the Avengers have ever had to deal with.
I think that would be epic for him. And I did love, there was one thing set up in the last one. They haven't mentioned when he's going to appear, but they have mentioned that he is going to be playing this character. We will eventually be seeing the Claw.
Oh, Ulysses Claw?
Yes.
We already saw him.
Yes, we will see him as an actual villain soon.
Yeah, I'll
They
be
just
in
haven't
Black Panther.
announced where. Let's hope.
Gee, it's weird how they got a guy who's famous for doing motion capture acting to play a character who eventually is made up entirely of sound. It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
He was also giving a lot of coaching to Mark Ruffalo for the mocap for Hulk too.
Oh yeah.
Good job. Good job. Jesus Christ, Jinxie, won't you two ever shut up?
No. Never.
Stop playing Minecraft.
I'm not playing Minecraft.
No.
Their minds are somewhere on the edge of Uranus.
That just sounds like an epic love ballad from some kind of 80s hair metal band. On the edge of Uranus!
The asshole face. And in production news, Captain America Civil War has officially started filming. Production is going well ahead in Atlanta, Georgia. No word yet on whether or not Steve Rogers will survive. And finally, Disney and Lucasfilm have officially announced that we are, in fact, getting an Indiana Jones sequel. As well as... No, that's it. They haven't told us anything else. They haven't told us when, who's playing him, or what. They just confirm it's going to happen. At some
Whether
point.
we want it or not.
I really hope they get Harrison Ford to do like the old school young Indiana Jones, or like, let me tell you a story, something in my past kind of a thing for it, because that would be awesome.
Like a pass down.
No, not like a pass down, like a tribute to young Indiana Jones.
Well, kind of like in the beginning of what was the third one, the Crusade. You know, and he fought back and
Last Crusade. Yeah.
Remember? That was pretty awesome. Imagine if they would do it that way.
Well, they hired River Phoenix because Harrison Ford swears up and down that River Phoenix was exactly like he did when he was a little kid.
I look at it this way: if you're going to do another one, and of course we're going to pass the torch, that's just that's what they're setting it up for.
Nathan Fillion?
No, dear God, no. As much as I love Nathan Fillion, no, I don't want him as Indiana Jones. No, if we're going to do anybody
actor that isn't Harrison Ford to play Indiana Jones. Who can do it better?
All right, I'm thinking long term here. You're thinking short term.
What? The guy hasn't aged in like 20 years. It'll work.
I honestly think Chris Pratt could do it.
Oh, I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying he would be like my number 2 choice.
Well, Nathan Fillion is still kind of. We get maybe 1 or 2 movies out of him.
He's about the same age Harrison Ford was when he started doing it.
Moving on.
Yeah. Which that also reminds me. I just want to say this now. Since you have to have Star Fox for the Infinity War movies, please cast John Barrowman. I feel like Captain Jack Hart has been all the training he needs for that character.
Oh, God. Yes, Marvel, hear our cries and our prayers. Oh, great God, Stan Lee. Give John Barrowman that role. Because he
also, apparently earlier, about sometime in the last week, I came up with another bit of perfect Marvel casting. If they ever get around to doing King the Conqueror, and God, I hope they do, because he's like my favorite Avengers villain, I know exactly who should play him. And everybody, I've said to only 2 people, one person just looked at me with utter awe when I say, it's absolutely perfect. I don't think anyone else could do the part justice. Daniel Day-Lewis.
I can see that.
Well, I think Daniel Day-Lewis could honestly do any part in the world if he wanted to.
That's not true. He could not do She-Hulk.
He could try like hell.
Gina Carano is She-Hulk. I'm just putting that out there now.
I'm down for it.
Okay, moving on to TV news. On home videos this week, who here loves the new Battlestar Galactica?
Where's the cricket?
I've been enjoying the Blu-ray. I got the complete set. Did you like the original? Did you
not really?
Not really? Oh, well, too bad, because it's getting a definitive collection coming out. It's also a remaster collection, but the definitive one is literally everything from the original series. The movie, the show, and the sequel show that was a piece of shit.
Can I get that for the original 1980s V? Because I would fucking love that.
Well, those are all out on Blu-ray, but that would be awesome, actually. Yeah.
I know.
Work on it, people. Season 2 of Broadchurch, Donkey Kong Country Season 1, Nikita, the complete series, Science Fiction Theater, the complete series, and for those of you who think it's just a Will Smith movie, The Wild Wild West, the complete series Unlimited.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, in renewals and cancellations, Constantine is gone! Agent Carter has been renewed for a 2nd season. As a byproduct of this means they will not be doing the Mockingbird spin-off that they've been hinting at for the last few months. Basically, it was one or the other. They went with Agent Carter, which I'm cool with, because I've finally got around to watching Agent Carter, and that show is amazing. I'm looking forward to more of that. I'm looking forward to more of Edwin Jarvis. Jarvis is awesome in that show. And finally in the news, 2 shows that we have been talking about before have officially been ordered to series, both based off of comic books. Supergirl, which I say it's the same guys who do Flash and Arrow, so I'm expecting a good job. I'm not sure if it'll be as good as Flash, Probably better than the most recent season of Arrow from what I've seen so far. But, you know, I'll give it to him. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I just don't care about the character.
Oh, have you ever read Crisis on Infinite Earths, my friend?
Yes, still don't care about the character.
Wow. Okay. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7, my all-time favorite Supergirl story. Anyway, and also, this looks to be my roommate Jacob's Constantine. I feel so sorry for him. Fox has ordered to series Lucifer.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah,
That's
Lucifer,
gonna be
based
bad.
off of the Sandman spin-off comic that was written by Mike Carey. So this is the Neil Gaiman created Lucifer. Well, let me phrase that. The comic Lucifer is about the Neil Gaiman created Lucifer. A guy who basically decided I'm sick of running hell, just hands the keys over to Dream, and then decides to wander the Earth. And this comic's about his adventures.
Yeah.
What? Because they are known for either doing it right and canceling it, or fucking it up royally and keeping it on forever, have decided that an adaptation of this comic would be to have Lucifer on Earth solving crimes,
What?
helping out a police detective.
No.
Okay.
The funny thing is, I am more than happy to watch a crime procedural about literally the former Lord of Hell solving mysteries.
Oh hell! I mean, we could do the Crowley and the Gang mysteries, and I would watch that all day, every day.
Yes, but what I am not okay with is taking the character, and claiming it's based off a comic book that is clearly going to be nothing like. And it's Lucifer, a character in the public domain. You didn't need to fuck with the Gaiman properties.
So we can only do what we can do, man, and yeah, and just shake our heads in shame.
It's a new World War Z, John. You know it, I know it.
I wish I didn't.
That is the title.
I really wish I didn't.
I wish I could say I have some news for video games, but I just got releases this week. I need to find a good source for video game news. I feel bad. I feel as if I failed. So, our releases for this week: Attack on Titan, Humanity in Chains, Final Fantasy X and X2, or Final Fantasy X and X-2, however you want to pronounce it, HD Remastered Edition. Too bad Rabbit's here. This will make him happy. A couple of PC games, Invisible Ink and Nom Nom Galaxy. No, Nom Nom Galaxy's for PS4. As well as, I think, Project Cars, Lifeless Planet, 3D Thunderblade, Axiom Verge, Galactic Civilizations 3, and Not a Hero. I looked up that last one. The premise is kind of funny. So let's move on to comic books. Single issue suggestions for this week. Astro City number 23, the most popular comic that John has still not heard of. Darth Vader number 5. That speaks for itself. Howard the Duck number 3. Should probably cross over with Darth Vader, because I would read the fuck out of that. Future Avenger, Ms. Marvel number 15. Secret Wars number 2 of 8. I'm not gonna lie, I choked up a little when I read that last page, and it actually had an RIP for the Marvel Universe. Thor number 8. If the cover's any indication, we're finally gonna find out who this woman is. Chrononauts number 3, a Mark Millar series with Sean Murphy doing the art, basically about two guys who become the very first travelers ever. And they're the very last kind of people who should be traveling through time. Imagine someone fucking up the timeline the way you expect Bill and Ted to do it on purpose. And the best comic out there today, Saga number 28. Will Marco finally be able to reunite with his family? We'll see. Graphic novel suggestions: Fables Deluxe Edition hardcover, Volume 10 for $29.99. The Forever Evil trade paperback for $19.99. Robin the Boy Wonder, a celebration of 75 years hardcover, $39.99. Man, Robin 75. It's like just yesterday he was running around in way too short green shorts.
Holy booty shorts, Batman.
No, see, that's just one of those things that calls for one of those Batman slapping Robin pictures. Walter Simonson Star Slammers complete collection hardcover at $49.99. Avengers Time Runs Out Volume 3 premiere hardcover at $24.99 for those of you who need to catch up on how Secret Wars came about. And finally, Thor Volume 1 Goddess of Thunder premium hardcover premiere hardcover for $24.99. In cover theme news, Marvel has announced that they're going to do a series of ant-sized covers for many of their books. Full-on, fully detailed pictures of Marvel title characters reduced to about this size on the cover.
Great.
Looks adorable.
I know.
Okay, Marvel, we're getting bored with the gimmicks.
Oh, they've been doing gimmick covers since they nearly ruined the industry with them. Anyway, let's see. In new series news, one of my personally favorite comic book writers, Brian K. Vaughan. If that name sounds familiar to those of you who don't read comics, that's because he was the head writer on Lost for a couple of seasons. You know, those seasons where it started to get better. He is teaming up with artist Steve Scroce, one of my personal favorite artists since I got into comics way back in like 1998, 99, and who you may know as the storyboard artist for the Matrix films. Hence the reason why even the shitty ones still look pretty. They are getting together to revisit the War of 1812 in an alternate history comic called We Stand on Guard, involving about a U.S. invasion of Canada. It's gonna be awesome.
So basically, it's Canadian bacon in 1812.
And I'm pretty sure being done at least somewhat seriously, yes. God, I forgot all about that movie.
John Candy, we miss you.
Boy, do we.
We do.
He's the reason I don't want a Spaceballs sequel. If I can't have John Candy back, I don't want it. Mel Brooks, get your voodoo on. That's all I'm saying. Also, much like with Captain America Civil War, here's another mouthful. Someone had decided they want to make a series of comic books based on George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. 10 whole titles, all being released, number one's being released on the same day for a line that's being called Ultimate Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
There's also a Kickstarter campaign going on. If you donate the right amount, you will get like a package of all issue number ones. The titles are Dedication, Honor, Remote, Medic, Soul, Lab, Spring, Rise, Home, and finally, sticking to the theme of one-word titles, Z-Men.
They forgot the most important one. Run.
And its sequel, Run Faster.
And the final point of the trilogy, you didn't run fast enough.
Or
White lines blow away.
And in financially related comic book news, Secret Wars #1 has hit the record. It is Marvel's best-selling single-issue single day digital comic. Sold more than any other Marvel comic on the first day of release. I will tell you people right now, Secret Wars #1 was worth your money. Not because it's a big event, not because all your favorite characters are in it. It had a magical moment that you never realized you've been waiting your whole life to see.
Mm-hmm.
The famous
can I say what it
Colossus.
is?
The famous Colossus.
What is that?
Performing his signature move of the fastball special. But since Wolverine was gone, there was only one person to replace the fastball. Colossus threw the Hulk at someone.
Fucking brilliant.
For the love of God, Marvel, get the X-Men film rights back and make it happen in an Avengers movie. I want to see that in live action so bad.
Actually, there's only one thing that could have made it just a little bit better.
If just beforehand somebody said, we got a Hulk?
No. So Hulk looks at Colossus and say, "Don't tell Thor." Wait, don't tell the elf.
Oh God, now the one that goes through my head is go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Sorry.
Oh God, I saw it a second time the other day with my old friend Kelly. It's great. You have no idea how great it was. Somehow she did not have I guess she just had no internet, or was hardly on the internet, so she had no idea the Vision was in the movie until he pops up in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
To see the look on her face was a thing of wonder.
Mm-hmm.
What's not so wonderful, though, as we do every week, when it comes time to say goodbye to those who have left us in a permanent spot. Jay! Yeah. For goodness sake, son!
Take off your bloody hat!
Show us some bloody respect!
People have fucking died! We're going to mourn them in the most honorable and respectable fucking way, you goddamn wanker!
With really shite Irish accents. Well, at least mine.
Yeah, maybe yours.
At the age of 69, we have lost actor Nigel Terry, who you may remember from the movie Excalibur. Also known as one of those fantasy movies that came out before Lord of the Rings. Not to be confused with Lady Hawk.
Lady Hawk is fucking canon.
And Chris Burden, a conceptual artist also at the age of 69, that sadly we don't know anything about. I wish I could say we did, so I could say more. But all we can do is say that it's upsetting that he's gone. Because we don't ever like it when we lose an artist.
No, we don't.
Got no science for you this week.
No science!
No science. I don't know why nothing seems to pop up on the science radar this week. It's been an odd week.
Actually, I have one science thing that an article I just read the other day.
Keep it in your pants! This is not that kind of show!
We haven't started doing porn yet. No, the science I do have is medical science, actually. A team of Australian medical researchers have discovered a new Alzheimer's treatment, non-invasive, non-chemical, and they've successfully they've gotten positive results in 75% of mice that have trained it on. It's basically using ultrasounds to break up the amyloid plaques between neurons. So they're hopefully getting their human trial started sometime in 2017. Next year is all about larger mammals and higher and lower primates. So, yay, science! Moving on.
Yay!
Science is fucking with the brain. This is actually our last story for the evening. I didn't have much for miscellaneous. Like I said, it's been a weird week. Mostly movie shit kept popping up. Movies, just all the fucking time. There's even a thing about a fake photo of Harley Quinn putting the tattoos on Joker that looked so...
It's full. It's baloney.
Oh, I know it's baloney. That's why I didn't put it up as a regular story.
Right.
It's not even the story in question. No, our question is the God of Geek. Well, one of many, but this one plays an actual god in the Marvel movies. Idris Elba, you may know as Heimdall, has recently broken the world land speed record driving a Bentley.
Nice.
So not only has he broken the land speed record, but he's done it with class and style.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. My
I'm
only
sure
question is, how are there still panties on women's pelvises when this man is in the world? He is so full of awesome. I'm tempted to fuck the dude. And
now,
I'm a vegetarian.
Evan, we all know that if it was you and Idris Elba, he'd be the one doing the fucking. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do I look like I complain about that? Hell, if it was
No.
you and Idris Elba, he'd be doing the fucking, and you wouldn't complain either.
No, absolutely not.
You have this
I'd do it
huge
for the
grin on your
story.
face going, I'm taking it up the ass from Idris Elba!
I'd do it for the
Do
story
you
to
hear
tell.
me, Chixie? I'm taking it in the Uranus!
Ladies, I was hot enough to get fucked by Idris Elba. You may touch me now.
Hell, if he just looks at us and says, hey, you're alright looking, I'm gonna be like, Heimdall sees it all!
I need to buy that man a beer.
We need to buy him a bar. Idris Elba, we will always be grateful that you exist. Hell, I'm even grateful for the 5 seconds you were in Avengers Age of Ultron as a drunken Heimdall.
Mm-hmm. Drunken blind Heimdall.
He's always blind. He always sees everything. That's what Heimdall does, damn it. Oh, God, I can't wait for Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am going to leave us, since we have a little bit extra time, I'm going to leave you with what I think should happen in the future Avenger movies. Like, in a perfect world, this is what I would like to see happen. I'm not the Russo brothers. I'm not writing the script, so I'm sure this won't. But it would be awesome. Like, I want Steve Rogers to die at the end of Civil War, so that the Captain America in Avengers Infinity War Part 1 is Winter Soldier. I want Infinity War Part 1 to basically be an extended version of Infinity Quest, where it's Thanos grabbing the gems, and have it end with him ripping the gems out of both Adam Warlock and the Vision, effectively killing both of them, and as well as getting ultimate power. I want to be the moment from Infinity Gauntlet where he, with a thought, wipes out half of all life in the universe, be an end credits, be a post-end credit sequence. Because that would be a chilling thing to, like, be leaving the theater on, that half of all life is gone because this guy just decided to do it. And then, what I want to have happen at the end of Infinity War Part 2, when eventually the moment comes where Thanos has basically defeated himself, because that's basically how you beat Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else, probably Bucky, gets a hold of the Infinity Gauntlet, uses every single bit of will he's got to not only restore all of that one half of the universe that Thanos took out. And there's some of you're about to get an Avengers Age of Ultron spoiler in my plan and what I want them to do. But I also want him to bring back every Avenger that had died up to that point. So you're getting back the Steve Rogers Cap. You are getting back Vision and Adam Warlock and even Quicksilver. And that will be when we finally, after 4 movies, get to have Chris Evans say loud and proud at the moment where it would be worth waiting 4 movies to say, Avengers assemble, as they all go after Thanos at once.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
It's epic. It's amazing. There is no way that's what they're going to do. But I just want a chance to get that idea out there, because I'm like, God, how fantastic it would be if that happens.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I would actually then have to retract my statement about how I'm going to have to hit Joss Whedon as much as I want to hug him for how he ended Age of Ultron, and thank him if that happens. Then I really liked Quicksilver. I didn't see that coming. And that's how we're going to leave you with that happy thought on this week's High Class Geek News. I am, of course, your friendly neighborhood geekazoid host, Evan Ransom. I had with me Amish Paradise Edition, John Little.
Verily.
And, of course, Jixie, them of the sex Muppets, and the inability to stop themselves from laughing when they hear the word
Uranus.
God damn it, I was trying not to.
Wait a minute, let's do it again. Let's get it right. Uranus.
John, will you be the second part of my quartet? Uranus.
Uranus.
Anal.
Uranus.